A lot of my clients have experienced betrayal trauma, and they are still with their partners, still with their husbands trying to work it out, but they're not sure what the relationship is anymore. They've kind of lost their sense of self and they're feeling hopeless, anxious, and they're triggered as What I notice in some of my clients is something called destructive entitlement. Destructive entitlement is when you feel after you've been wronged, you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, your partner has totally fucked up your relationship. You might feel justified in acting in a destructive way towards your partner. And you believe that they deserve it because of the pain that they caused you, the total destruction that they caused in your life. And you don't ever want your partner to forget. If you've left your ex, you may be using destructive entitlement to project it onto new people that you're dating, and you're punishing these people for something that they had nothing to do with. You're projecting all that hurt. You're projecting the past onto your future. In both cases, you're sabotaging your future. In relationships, destructive entitlement starts with you being triggered as from your trauma, from the infidelity, from the betrayal. And you are fighting with your partner. You're reminding them of what they did, how they ruined your relationship, or whatever it was. You're not sure. And because you're so triggered and overwhelmed, you engage in these retaliatory behaviors. I get it. This is how we feel when we've experienced betrayal. We are in trauma when we've experienced infidelity and we're triggered and we're still dealing with that trauma. And so you might feel entitled to punish, control, or emotionally and sexually distance yourself from your partner as a way of coping with what you've experienced and kind of taking it out on your partner, thinking that they hurt me, so I have the right to hurt them back, and anything goes. If you can take a look at yourself from over here, seeing yourself over there, you may notice a pattern. Even if it's something that you consciously did not intend to do, and it's just something that you wound up being. This is how trauma keeps you stuck, because you have every right to remind your partner how he fucked up every day for as long as you damn well please. You have every right to do that because of the trauma. It's actually how your brain is designed. It's designed to keep you stuck in survival mode, to make sure that it never happens again, ever. And so you are entitled to this. You are right. You're right about this. You are entitled feeling the way that you feel, but it is destructive to your partner. It's destructive to your relationship, but most of all, it is destructive to you. And it keeps you stuck in your trauma, re-experiencing it every day, multiple times a day. And it's actually preventing you from healing, because you can't find safety, you can't reconnect with yourself, you can't trust yourself, and you can't reconnect with your authentic self when you are in survival mode. Because survival mode keeps you focused on the past, and it causes revivification, means it keeps you reliving it even more than your intrusive thoughts and those feelings in your body. Destructive entitlement makes you feel even more hopeless, and you lose that sense of yourself the more you stay in it. And you have every right to feel the way that you're feeling. But you can be right or you can be related. And I know that being related is what you're really up to. When your brain is overwhelmed by trauma, you have no access to that logical part of your brain that makes really good decisions, that can plan for the future and create the future that you want, because you are stuck in that trauma. And you don't have the access to the part of your brain that understands that if infidelity and betrayal didn't destroy your relationship, this destructive entitlement will definitely implode it from the inside out. I want you to know that you have every right to remind your partner of what they did to you and how much it hurt you. And that's how you feel right now. You are overwhelmed, you're triggered as fuck. You want them to know how it devastated you. It has been taking away your identity. You don't know what the relationship is. You don't know what the future holds. And you are left feeling hopeless. And it's hard to get out of that loop. You can't seem to help yourself because that part of your brain that makes really good decisions, that plans for a whole new future, is out. When you're stuck in trauma, it's hard to get out of that loop. There's an actual neural pathway that you're stuck in your brain. There's a physical loop of neurons. And this pathway gets bigger and stronger the more you stay in it. And it becomes a procedure. So that destructive entitlement is just what you do. And you can't help yourself. But if you can see how this might be hurting you, hurting your relationship, awareness is that first step. Have you experienced destructive entitlement after you've been betrayed? Let me know if this makes sense. Subscribe and like this for more content on betrayal trauma recovery. And let's connect on the next one.